How much longer before one agency talks to another and they stop people dying in the gutter? Alusine's exhausted. His wife may be dying. She's 23. She's Adama Toure. She's at the gates of the biggest Ebola hospital in the country, and she can't get in.
Why can't they test it here?
Well, I don't know.
So you are transporting her like this?
Yeah, I'm transporting.
You have no protection?
No protection.
She's not been diagnosed, and they only treat diagnosed patients, so they can't admit her inside the hospital. But there's a lifeline, in the shape of the Deputy Health Minister, Medina Rahman. In seconds, she's on the case.
Yes, I had called BTS outside by the gate. I had called the 117 supervisor for them to send an ambulance.
This is what she wants to show off, a 300-bed national Ebola facility, labs, diagnosis, treatment, all on one site, and it begins to open a week today.
This Ebola caught us with our pants way down.
Caught everybody with their pants way down.
You know, so now, I mean, for it not to ever catch us in that situation again, we're striving to put things in order. There's no rest. Yeah. This is a 24/7 job until we contain this.
For her, this is worse than the war here.
You could hear the guns, you could smell the tear gas, you could see people running. This virus is so tiny, you cannot even see it with the naked eye.
Worse than the Civil War?
Yes, it is worse than the Civil War.
Next door at the existing 120-bed Ebola military hospital, Freetown's Great and the Good deliver food and clothing daily. Their slogan, you don't have to be infected to be affected.
And that means necessarily as a human being or as a patriot or as a citizen of your country, that if you want to see it gone in the shortest period possible, you have to be involved.
Suiting up to go on ward, morale at this hospital is frankly through the roof.
And you are fighting Ebola?
Yeah, I'm here to fight Ebola.
Are you winning?
Yeah, we are winning. Of course.
The World Health Organization says survival rates for Ebola are around 50%. At Hastings Hospital, they claim it's more like 80.
During these past few weeks, the percentage of death had been reduced significantly. For every 10 patients, at least maybe 1 or 2 will die, but most of them, we discharge most of them.
In this hall, awaiting discharge, about 50 Ebola survivors ready to go home. As we leave outside the gate, Adama is still there, and now Mohammed has come too, also sick. The Deputy Minister made her call, but meters away, 2 more of her citizens are dying in the gutter. Well, I have to tell you, the latest we have is that Adama and Mohammed are still out there in that gutter. Well, now, those of a certain age will, of course, remember the Band-Aid response to famine in Ethiopia around 30 years ago. Those below a certain age will have a chance to hear something like it all over again. It's all happening again, revived by Messrs. Geldof, Bono et al. This is what they had to say about it today.
Husbands and wives can't cradle each other at their last moments. You can't touch a human being. You die surrounded by aliens. And with this record, it's a small attempt to actually say, no, you're not alone. We're reaching out and touching you.
So amazing. We're really excited. I just think it's such a special thing. So many artists coming together and, for such a good cause.
But the great thing, in a way, is feeling that there's another generation taking this up. That's what I'm excited about, actually.
To quote Bob Geldof last time around, you don't have to enjoy or like the song, you just have to buy it. I'm sure he'd say that again. Well, that brings to a conclusion our week of reporting here in Sierra Leone. I hope you certainly would have found it enjoyable, but I'm sure you found it a little bit enlightening, we hope. Back to you in London.
Thanks, Alex. Very enlightening indeed.